YouTube? Welcome back. Bird's Eye View of Comfort Vlog, episode 2. Today is a good one. I'm here in Lexington, North Carolina. It's about 35 minutes north of our shop in Concord. We're gonna be running up on our senior tech, Josh. He's been with us for almost 5 years now. Really great tech, and we're gonna be pulling up on him for a maintenance service at a client's home. He's got 3 systems, and they have not been serviced since the house was built in 2016. So it should be a good one to find some deficiencies possibly, or just get a really good look at how we do a thorough maintenance here at T-Bird's. A little bit about the town here. As you can see behind me, the barbecue smokehouse is turning. Lexington is known for its barbecue. I mean, we're talking top 5 cities, hands down, for barbecue in the world. They are self-proclaimed the barbecue capital of the world. So I'm here at Lexington Barbecue. We're here at 100 Smokehouse Lane. This place, I mean, very historic. We're gonna get some lunch here first and then head out to the call. Got another North Carolina classic here, Cheer 1, since 1962. Got the classic chop plate, and we've got a side of hush puppies. I mean, look at that. Look at how many hush puppies you get. And we've got a hot dog all the way. You know, I had to go all out. And when you're in North Carolina, your hot dog must have chili, slaw, mustard, and onion. No arguments. Highly recommend Lexington Barbecue. Friendly staff, good prices, great food. It's like walking back through a time capsule almost when you go in there. So we're gonna head out now. I'm gonna meet Josh at the client's home. I was looking back through our CRM software, House Call Pro. T-Bird's HVAC is powered by House Call Pro, and you can see the full client history. That's one of the great things. So we've been with this client since 2019. We added some manual dampers into his ductwork for airflow control, and looks like we also went out a couple times for various little items. But a couple weeks ago we did our first major job for the client, which was installing a mini split. And just wait till you see this. I mean, all mini split jobs are not created equally. If you're in HVAC, you know that. Some are simple. This one happens to be one of the most complex based on the scope of work. So we'll take a look at that job, and then we'll see what we can find on the maintenance service. Stay tuned. All right, so this is the mini split we installed for the client. They did supply this piece of equipment with us, which is something we don't mind doing, you know, as long as the piece of equipment's the right size. But we're always gonna recommend you buy the equipment through us due to increased warranty and guarantees. But like I was saying earlier, the scope of work on this one, let's check this Lineset work. So the indoor head, single head, is in this bonus room here. 30 feet, 3 stories. Check that Lineset work from the guy. Solid job, Josh.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah, we ended up having to bring a lift out. It was just too sketchy with the ladder, so. And I brought the missing piece to the puzzle. One final elbow that we ran out when we were out here, so we'll put that on. As far as the regular maintenance goes, we've got 2 Amana. One's a split heat pump, one is a split system that is hybrid, heat pump and gas furnace. All right, so you see here Josh has the clamp from Fluke hooked up. We're gonna test our inrush amps on the compressor. And on this type of meter, it does save, so it locks out and gives us a reading. So we were at what?
43 amps.
43 amps.
62.9.
So well within range on that. Closer look at the mini split here. Sinville. Never heard of that one, but you know, like I said, we'll install customer supplied equipment if that's something they really want to do, but it looks to be pretty solid unit. Generally speaking, these Amana systems look to be in pretty good condition for 2016. Really, there's not much around as far as dirt. We will be cleaning these coils, but another thing we do, which if your company's not doing this on a maintenance, then you need to call us, is we are going to vacuum out here. We are at a 3-ton 16 seer.
Yep.
And then a 2-ton, also 16 seer. Both heat pumps. Something we do see a lot of in North Carolina, even though this client has a gas meter and the ability to have gas. We do see a lot, especially upstairs units. He also has this generator here, but we do see a lot of heat pumps. I'd say it's almost an even 50-50 split between heat pumps and then split gas furnaces. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to make it in to see the head unit, just because my my knees still aren't quite healed. But just for everybody, we've got your 2 Lineset lines going to the indoor head unit, and you've also got a communication wire which powers the indoor head unit and gives signal for heating and cooling. And then this right here is your condensate drain line. Let that foam up for a little bit. These weren't too dirty, all things considered, being zero maintenance since installation when this home was built. But we will clean, rinse, wash, get the foam. So one of the complaints from the client was that this unit right here was not level. So we have achieved pretty close to perfect on this, and we did that by using some of these little pads. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but little vibration pads. They're sort of similar to these that we put under the mini split, but they make them, they're good for using in times like this when you just need just a little bit of level. My truck's going in the end of the week for the new wrap. I am hype. So we're around the other side now. This is the 3rd system on the maintenance plan they have with us, and we didn't install this, but this was something that I believe was added on as an addition after the home was originally built. It's a 14 seer, 2-ton. Not the best install on this one. Didn't use any protection around the thermostat wire there, so that's something we can offer. She's a leaker. No, she's a leaker. RIP. This is our downstairs unit. We're on the inside portion now. So you saw it was a heat pump outside, but we do have a gas furnace in here. That means it's considered a hybrid unit. The heat pump will heat up this coil inside this case and and provide heat up to a certain point. Usually we see heat pumps tied with air handlers and electric strip heat here in North Carolina, but occasionally we will run into these. The heat from this auxiliary heat is from this 90% efficient furnace. So you're looking at overall a very efficient system here as far as energy usage goes and gas consumption. There is a big discrepancy between the temperature split. You know, when you're feeling the heat from the heat pump coil, it feels a lot, I guess, lukewarm in comparison to your gas furnace heat. So that might be one con to it, but we're going to go ahead and complete the maintenance here. One thing I am noticing off the bat, there's not a cleanout. So we're gonna have to do something about that. Propose adding that to the system. But we do have a secondary overflow switch, so that's good. This one's for Mikey Pipes. We got a Navy in here for this client, used for hot water. I do not hold a plumbing license, so we are out of the game when it comes to plumbing. You know, who knows, maybe in the future we'll add a department, but it's like a pretty clean install, from my eyes at least. So something else we found here, we've got a circuit board, and what did you say this is for, Josh?
This is for the dual fuel kit. So it takes the input from the thermostat, from the heat pump, and the equipment, and makes it communicate where the furnace and the heat pump doesn't run at the same time.
Okay, so one thing to notice, whoever installed this just kind of dangled it in there. So we're gonna look to see if we can provide a solution to mount that somewhere, but interesting find. So we did get to mount that there. That was really the only place we could find that would allow it, but we did that as a courtesy. That's the type of service you get with T-Birds. And if you would like to join our maintenance agreement here, if you're in the greater Charlotte area, 30-mile radius of Concord, give us a call, 704-706-4881, or you can book online at www.tbirdhvac.com. The link will be in the bio. We've got our vertical coil there, 4-ton D cabinet, and then where are we at here? And then furnace is looking at the VC96, so it's 96% efficient, 80,000 BTU with 4-ton blower. So I wasn't able to get as many clips as I wanted to. Sony ZV-E10, this new camera, they came with terrible batteries. I mean, I am pretty much close to death right now on the battery life, so I'm gonna have Josh capture some shots of the work that we did get approved, because we did find on the upstairs unit in the attic there's a crack in the primary drain line. It had been going into the emergency pan some, so we're gonna take care of that. And then found some issues with the system as well, not having a primary drain safety. So we'll look at our option sheet here, and then I'm going to call it a day on this video for me, and I'll clip in some extra footage from the work that we did do. And then I'm also going to leave Josh with that elbow for the Lineset cover, the Speedy channel. And I wanted to get a clip of the upstairs unit up in the bonus room, but I'll clip in a picture of that as well, just on the other side of that wall there. So let's look at the option sheet. Here's the option sheet. We've got approved for the replumb upstairs, which is replacing the trap that has the crack in it in the primary line. We've got the replumb downstairs, which if you remember in the video, or you'll see that there's no place for clearing out, so we'll replumb that for access. And then 2 primary drain safeties, those are the SS2 model switches we use. We also got approval to do this first item here, which we saw, the seal tight shield on the thermostat wire for the bonus level, the Goodman on the other side. So that's the work that Josh will be completing here. I'll clip in some shots, and we'll get on to the next call, and I'm gonna head back to the office, and then we'll see you on the next episode for another bird's eye view of comfort. Thanks for joining.
So we're going back with the new now. So we just have to start assembling and get everything sealed. So we are using a single step primer and glue that is code for here in North Carolina. So everything is done. You just go through and re-level that drain line so it's got negative slope all the way down. And then this one will be corrected.